I said, hey, we're ready to go. Bob looks right through me and looks at the team leader and goes, you guys need to wait.
I just said, hey, you know, we need to get over there. We're losing the initiative, you know. And Bob just looked straight at me and said, stand down, you need to wait.
I gave you that 30 minutes back. Would Ambassador Stevens and Sean Smith be alive today?
Yes, they would still be alive.
Explosive claims from security operators, 3 of them on the ground that night in Benghazi. A top CIA official, the station chief there, told them to wait. But that's not all. Our next guest says what happened when they got home is going to shock you. Victoria Toensing is the attorney for the Benghazi whistleblower, Greg Hicks, and she joins us live from Washington, D.C. Good morning to Victoria.
Good morning, Steve.
All right, so the 3 contractors said on the Bret Baier special that they wanted to go and help the ambassador and everybody else over the consulate. But the CIA station chief, Bob, said you got to wait or you got to stand down. The House Intel Committee has said no stand down order. The White House says no stand down order. What's going on here?
Well, this is a way this State Department vilifies people. They take one little fact and then they twist it, and then they say that fact's not true, so these people are lying. It used to be, Steve, that the people who were the spokespersons for the State Department were all career diplomats. These are political hacks that they have here since the Obama administration started. And what they've done is they take some little nuance, like stand down, and it's a military term, and it technically means that an order was given, and now the person is supposed to stop. But for all of us who aren't military, it means stop. It means don't do it. It means quit, stop, don't do anything. And I'm sure Bob, who is not military, he was CIA, was using it in the sense that we all would. And these guys understood it in that same sense. But this is what the State Department, with their political hacks, do to people. And it's unseemly. When I was in the Reagan administration, 3 departments were not supposed to be political: State Department, Defense Department, and Justice Department. And that just didn't so today.
When these 3 operators and the others came back and they testified behind closed doors to the House Intel Committee, I understand they were harassed by the House Intel Committee that we thought were trying to get all the answers. What was up with that?
Republicans, and they were told, they were accused that they were not telling the truth. They were threatened with, the committee's not going to pay your travel expenses, which committees always do for witnesses who come in from out of town, because you're writing a book and you're going to make money. And by the way, you shouldn't be writing a book. Now you say, why would that happen with the Republican-dominated House Intelligence Committee? Well, that chief of staff, the head of that staff that harassed these 3 brave men, a few months later went to work for Beacon Global Strategies. That is a Hillary organization, and guess who else is there? It's like a Benghazi alumni association. Mike Morrell, who was number 2 at the CIA when Benghazi occurred.
He wrote the talking points.
And he wrote the talking points. He became, when Petraeus had to leave, he became the DCI. And Leon Panetta, who we still haven't heard from, of what the TikTok for that night and why there was no military response. But let me, if we have time, I'd like to say something about Bob, who's really just a minor character in all of this. The whole reason that this occurred, he was put in that untenable situation, was because the security was unacceptable. And who made that decision? Hillary Clinton did. The ambassador asked for more security. When he went to Tripoli in May of 2012, there were 38 security personnel. And when he went to Benghazi in September, how many, Steve, do you know? 9. They had shrunk his security.
Amazing.
And that decision was made by Hillary Rodham Clinton.
All right. Victoria Toensing with the story you haven't heard anywhere else. Victoria, thank you very much. We're stepping aside. Be right back.